Hey everyone, today I am going to show you what I have finished. Everything that I have finished is going to be included in the single skein situation. And then I've got some works in progress that I'm going to show you, one of which is not for, the situation. But anyway, I just wanted to show you, and I thought I'd go ahead and give you an update. Alright, here we go. Okay, so the first thing that I finished is this hat. This is called, I believe, let's see, it's Eli's Chunky Hat. I used Loops and Threads Charisma, which is a bulky weight yarn. And I can't remember the color. It was green, forest, that was the color. I've got the project page up, so I'm looking. This is a really simple pattern, but, and the way that the majority of it is done is it's I would say it's similar to what most people do, but the ribbing, I had never used the front post back post stitch for the ribbing before, so that's why I decided to use this specific pattern. So since it was all written out and everything, and that way I didn't have to think about it. Yeah, I actually really like how that came out. It is thick, but I think it'll help it stay on a child's head. This is a child size hat. Yeah. I am including this also like in my single skein situation, and also in Erin Gimme Yarn 418's hat along that she's doing in her Ravelry group. I'm gonna do that. This is gonna be for charity. It's not for anyone specific. So yeah, I think she's doing a charity drive as well, which I had intended on doing a lot more hats by now, which I've not done yet, but you'll see why. But I will do more hats. So I think I'm going to send a couple hats her way, and then the rest towards the charity that I do my hats and scarves and stuff for. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. This was the first thing that I finished. It was not the first thing I started, but I was knitting something and it was just taking forever, so I needed something to be done, and I got this done, knocked it out really quickly, and yeah. So let's go on to the next. Okay, sorry about the light. You can see the light band over there. It's very, very bright outside, and we have Roman shades, 2 Roman shades in the window. We've got a really big window in here, and anyway, so there's a strip that light comes through, at least at this time of day when the sun is right there. Okay, so this is the it's the vertebrae. I'm trying to remember if it's the newborn or the baby. Anyway, it's I don't know. It's one of the baby ones. I'm pretty sure it's the newborn one. It's the free one. There are the free one and then like 3 paid ones. It was the free one. I wanted to test it out before I did a full-size one for me. So I just did this, and it wasn't hard. It just, I'm not very fast when it comes to knitting. Yeah. So I used worsted weight yarn, and I think the pattern called for fingering weight. And so I upsized the needles, and but I followed the pattern, except I made the sleeves shorter, because, I don't know, I thought I was going to run out of yarn. Now, let's just have some confession time, shall we? When I picked up for the neckband, or in basically the button band and around the neck, I did it backwards. I knew something was wrong when I was doing it, but I don't know, I was just ready for it to be done, and I was not really paying attention, quite frankly. So yeah, if you look, you can see that I picked it up inside out. So instead of picking up from this side where I would have had the finished side facing me, I picked up from this side where I had the wrong side facing me. Oh, dumb. Anyway, by the time I wised up, I was almost done, and I wasn't going to go back and rip it out. I figured this way it'll be a little easier on the baby's skin. So we're going to call it a design feature and move on from there. This is really cute, and I actually did go ahead and cast on one for me, which I'll show you in a little bit, but yeah, it's really cute. I like it a lot. I knew when I started the single skein situation and when I was pulling out the yarn and sort of going through it, I knew I wanted to use this particular yarn for something for my niece. It's such a pretty color, and I don't know if it'll show up, but it's loops and threads, and I believe the color is aqua. Let me double check. Yes, it is aqua from Loops and Threads. What is it? Impeccable? Just the regular worsted weight yarn. It's such a pretty teal color, so I wanted to do something. Now, if you're participating in the situation as I'm referring to it, you don't have to do single skein projects, but you can. This is a single skein project. I did not use any other yarn, though I may, I thought about striping it, like doing a stripe in the yoke and then down there at the bottom, but I ended up not doing that, so yeah. This is the Angel Wings Pinafore. It is designed for like a 0 to 3 month size. My niece is a year old now, so that was not going to work. Because I did use one skein of yarn, it didn't end up being as long. It's not going to be like a dress size for her. It would be more on her currently like a tunic. And then when she gets a little bigger, it'll just be like a top. And there are people I saw like in the project pages that had used it for older children as just a top, and it was really, really cute. Now I put on buttons. These are just buttons that I had. They are similar in color but just lighter, and I thought that they looked nice with it. For the bottom, I didn't do the laster. The laster was it's more shells, like I think there are 5 in each space or something like that. I did not do that, or maybe, I can't remember how many it is, but anyway, it had like a detail at the bottom. I didn't do that. I liked the way it looked without it, so yeah, I just did not do that. Now, if you're interested in more details about the single skein situation, I will put a link to the Ravelry group. It is just Crafting with Claudie over on Ravelry. I've got there's like 20 members. There's more than 20 members now. I don't know if that counts me or not, but anyway, no one else has posted in the prize thread yet, so I'm like, okay, if no one, here's the thing. I did this challenge for myself, and I just thought people would be interested in, coming along with me, but, if no one is, I'll just buy a pattern for myself. I don't care. So, yeah. But I really do hope that people participate, because I'd like to see what other people do. But I'll put the details and stuff down in the description box, or put it on the screen somewhere. Anyway, let's move on to my works in progress. Okay, so try to ignore all of the lovely ends just hanging out, because I have not woven them in yet. I'm not gonna weave any of them in until I get to the end of this like alternating color section. Sorry about the noise. It's a wonderful like 63 degrees outside, so I've got the windows open. Yeah, anyway, so this is the Rolling in the Deep cowl. I believe that's what she calls it. Or just Rolling in the Deep, and then Chevron Infinity cowl. That's the official title. It's really cute. This particular pattern calls for 2 skeins of yarn, so if you're keeping track, this will be bringing up my total to 3 currently of finished skeins. So I'm sorry, 5. It'll be 5 after I do this. Oh, sorry, I've used 3 up so far. Anyway, I'm doing this for the, oh crap, I'm Innis Knit, yeah, there we go, the Innis Knit podcast, knit along, crochet along, if you will, and it's the same but different, I think that's what they're calling it. So, part of it's solid, part of it's striped with chevron stripes, and you're using 2 different skeins, so I say it counts. And I think they said that it did. Anyway, so yeah, I am not quite halfway done, but it's coming along. I started this, oh my goodness, can you hear that? There's like squeaky cars outside. Anyway, so I started this, I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I can't. Never mind. I'm not even gonna tell you when I started because I don't remember. I have it somewhere. I have it written down somewhere. But yeah, so it's coming along. I reached this part where I was gonna have to stripe pretty quickly, and then I just didn't feel like dealing with the stripes currently because I don't like weaving in ends. I really don't. So, but I think it'll be worth it because the one that in the picture, she did it, I believe, in blue and orange, and which those are not my colors. Orange does not look good on me, but yeah. So the yarn I'm using is just Red Heart Soft. This color is, I don't remember. This one is Seafoam. And what is that color? I don't remember what that color is. I will put it on my project page when I get it done, if you're interested. But it's actually a really, really pretty blue color. It's got more green in it than the camera viewfinder is showing up, and this is looking a bit washed out, and it's more blue than it's showing, but the colors may be right when I'm actually editing the video. Anyway, so yeah, this is what I've got so far. I'm liking it, and I do think it'll look really, really nice, and it's 2 skeins of yarn finished, so yeah. Alright, so let's go on to my last thing. Alrighty, so this is the last thing. This is a Mama Vertebrae sweater. This is basically like a frontless cardigan. It doesn't have, you can look, if you're familiar like with the raglan shaping, that's like the ones if you, it sort of starts at your neck, like towards your neck, and then it comes down towards your armpit on both the front and the back. That's raglan shaping. So you can see like there's the thing there and then there. So that's the arm part, which it's kind of jumbled. I don't know, you can't really see it, but anyway, so this is all that's in the front, and then there will be like a band, and you increase. I'm close to being able to split for the split off for the sleeves, so, or separate for the sleeves. So I don't have too much left to go. When I was doing the single skein situation, or while I've been doing it, I've tried to have one knitted project and one crocheted project at the same time, because I like to alternate. Sometimes I get tired of doing one thing. So this unfortunately does not count for my single skein situation. This is not yarn that I was including. It's not a single skein. It will take multiple skeins. So yeah, but I wanted to do this. This is part of the Fat Squirrel Speaks podcast, her vertebrae cowl, or cowl. Now I did do the baby vertebrae, which would count for this, and so, but I'm hoping to get this full-size one done, and that would be my entry as opposed to the baby one. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a pretty gray color, which I don't know if it's showing up very well. The yarn is actually Bernat cottonish, or Vicky Howell cottonish, or Karen cottonish. I think it got bought out or something. I think it says Bernat on the ball band, so that's what I'm gonna call it. But yeah, so I think it's coming along. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, but I have so much else to do. Oh my goodness. So I'm doing the single skein situation, and then I'm also doing a bunch of other cowls and stuff for the podcast or YouTube channels that I watch. It seems like everyone is doing something this month or next month, and it's kind of hard to keep up, but I think I'm doing okay. I hopefully will get everything done that I want to. I hope I get through all of the yarn for the single skein situation. Like, there were 18 skeins total, and I hope I get through them all. I do have doubts about one particular project. It's a knitted project. It's 4 skeins, all like the sparkly yarn. I want to do, I think it's the roundabout cowl, where it's like stripes. That's going to take me forever. It's knitted. It's just like a big tube that's going to take, you know, a billion years. So I may not get to that, but at least hopefully we'll get it started. And if those are the only skeins I have left by the end of this 6 weeks, I will be so delighted. So yeah. Alrighty, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I've talked a lot now. I hope you guys are having a really good weekend. It's the weekend so far. And yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Alright, bye.